Mangaung Metro TV, this is Danny Mutsumoto. Tonight, Hifugasi, the Thoughts Lounge. What's happening is it is National Community Radio Week launch. So it is a variety of people that actually came out in numbers today. It is the Department of Arts and Culture, the city of Mangaung, and the province of the Free State. You're all coming here together and we're about to actually launch this amazing project whereby Community Radio Week, like I said. So people are actually coming in numbers slowly but surely. It is a black tie event. So people are looking amazing and beautiful. Ladies in their amazing heels and gentlemen in their suits and ties. Danny Mutsumoto, Mangaung Metro TV. Sitting next to me is Dumi Mukwela, who is actually the CEO of the National Community Radio Week. Do you know that, Dave? Okay. Thank you. You have mentioned a lot tonight. Yes. Can you just tell just a brief of what was happening tonight for somebody who was actually not here at the event?
Okay. Tonight, really, it's culminating as part of the roadshow that we've been doing. We have made a commitment to our client, the NCRF, the National Community Radio Forum, that once we begin to adopt the project itself and actually take it to market, we'd have to start with the launch. Now, what we have seen today, it is the first milestone of the bigger things basically to come. So it is the beginning. In fact, we have started the roadshow about 2 months ago, and then today we're just starting up with really taking the project into the market. When we're briefing the people like us in the media, we know that you will be able to enable the advocacy that we actually do require. Tell the whole world about the project, so that you're actually writing the story with us.
Yes.
So that's what we need. Yes. We are standing together to write the story about the project in itself, and most importantly, what the project actually do require. This essentially, it is the project for community radio stations, but for communities. You know, when you build a community radio station, you're actually building a community.
Yes.
The investment behind the project that we actually do seek is about precisely that. That's what we deliver. That's what we're actually hoping to achieve. So we want to tell the people out there that you would hear about the National Community Radio in your radio station. You would hear about the request to participate. You participate because when you participate, you are able to build yourself within the community, but also you are able to build the very same community radio stations that are making a difference into your life.
Yes.
The first annual National Community Radio Week. Now, where the applause? Cheers!
Next to me is Johannes Dile. He's the chairperson of the National Community Radio Week. A lot was said tonight for the launch. Can you just tell me and the viewers who are listening right now the few key challenges of radio in the community?
I think most of the challenge is economic reasons. The viability of the community radios and the cost of the productions, the cost of signal distributions, and the cost of salaries and wage and other operational issues of community radios. Those are key challenges that face the sector. Yes.
So with this project that you guys are doing of National Radio Week, are you guys aiming on actually making sure that those challenges are met and everything is in order?
We're actually looking at an innovative solution. It is not a perfect innovative solution, but it's a plan that we will work on. One, this community radio week will bring experiences from other community radios to learn from one another, and also make sure that they share success stories. But beyond that, be able to meet with the corporates in terms of changing the mindset of the corporates in investing in community development. So I think it is not only on focusing on generating physical ensure that they say best practice, they also inject knowledge that would improve the capacity of the sector.
Next to me is a lady here, Nomsa Jata, and a gentleman, Franklin Hazes. They are going to be the adjudicators and the judges for the National Community Radio Week. Ma'am, can you just tell me, within the radio stations that you actually been picking, what exactly are you looking for within these radio stations?
Well, we haven't met such as adjudicators. We're still gonna come up with what's the term?
We're gonna do a guideline, a framework for us to be able to adjudicate against. But I think we are excited. Both of us has been in the sector for quite some time, so we are very excited about this. We're excited because it's been birthed within the sector. You know, it doesn't come from outside. So we're looking forward to this next few months until December, where we will culminate into us adjudicating the entries. And I think for next year, the week is the ultimate prize for us.
Yes, can you just tell me what work have you guys already put in from when you started and knew about the actual week to today and moving forward from today onwards?
Maybe I can jump in there. You know, what has been happening is, as you heard the National Community Radio Forum Secretary General said, is that community radio has been challenged with a lot of issues in terms of its sustainability. So when you look at that, you would find that there's a day-to-day challenge. You know, it's almost like politics of the stomach for the community radio sector. And so that's why we are outside of that on a day-to-day basis. I mean, Nomsa's got our own production consultancy service that she offers, and myself, I'm also providing consultancy services to community radio stations. So I think we see that and we are passionate about that. I don't think we like Nomsa said, has come up with the framework in terms of the adjudicators' guidelines, but what we have in mind is some concepts because of some best practices that we've been part of over the years that we want to bring into this fray to assist us in terms of the framework.
Yes. Next to me, Gita Chabo Makala. He is the Director of Communications at the Premier's Office. So tell me, as Mangaung Metro, how are you guys gearing up for this awesome event that will be happening from the 13th of February to the 17th?
Well, look, from a Free State provincial government point of view, we already told, mentioned that we're going to support this initiative from start to beginning, from start to finish. So as a province, how we are preparing ourselves is by equipping the community radio stations. As you've been aware, we recently held a 2-day community radio workshop, which was to equip the community radio stations. So it's full steam ahead. Tomorrow we will be holding another community radio workshop, where we will then be workshopping these people on issues of compliance. So as the province, we are supporting this initiative wholeheartedly. So yeah, I think that's it.
Next to me is Mangaung. Okay? Yes, she is the chairperson of the National Community Radio Forum and the station manager of Motel FM. Can you tell me, how do you juggle all these things, Mami? Because I'd like to believe you're a married woman with kids. How do you juggle it?
Oh wow. There's a bedtime, there's a bed, as in a bedding in the field, there's also the bedroom time, there's also the boardroom time.
Yes.
So you just make sure that each time gets its 5 minutes. That's all.
Nice one.
But you can always do them all.
Mami, for this project, next year is actually something big is happening in Mangaung. From the 13th of February to the 17th. Can you tell me your involvement and how you made sure that this actually came to life and what it is tonight?
Okay. Wow. Where it started. Okay, it started as a very small concept. Initially, it was going to be a concept for only one station. Then later on, for the Mangaung Metro station. Then later on, we realized that this concept is actually very big. We extended it to the province, and later on to the national, and everything is happening right now. The concept is about celebrating the community radio stations. but not only celebrating community radio station, but capacitating them. Remember, that week we'll start with the celebration of the World Radio Day on the 13th. The 13th of February every year is World Radio Day, and nobody is really taking cognizance of that. If you ask many people what is happening on that day, even the people in radio are not necessarily celebrating that. So we are saying on that day, we'll start off by celebrating that day. Community radio itself next year, it will be 25 years since it was established in this country. So it's a milestone that needs to be celebrated. So on that week would be having a capacitation conference throughout. But the reason that we are launching today is because on the 1st of September, every radio station will be talking about National Community Radio Week. In the sense that we want to celebrate achievements. We want to recognize achievements. We are saying much as community radio is still behind in terms of everything else in every sector, but we have milestones that we have achieved. So we're going to we're going to celebrate those achievements in awards format.
Yes.
So we're going to have nominations, your normal nominations of achievements, and then eliminations, and it will culminate into awards. So the week will end with awards, but the awards and nominations are starting on the 1st of September. And that is why we are launching today.
Yes.
So every DJ, every radio personality will have to come on board and say, what is it that I have done differently, or I've used nothing to achieve something, so that we can celebrate that.
Yes.
Still